1. Introduction. My name is Mia. I am 20 years old. I work as a baker in our small town. My shop is called Mia's Bakes. Every morning, my alarm clock rings at 5 o'clock. The sky is still dark. I get up and put on my white apron. I walk a short distance to the bakery. The street is empty. Inside the shop, I turn on the big ovens. Then I take out the large bowls and heavy flour bags. I mix the dough for fresh bread. The warm smell of baking bread soon fills the whole shop. It is a comforting smell. I also make sweet cakes and many different kinds of cookies. People often buy my special chocolate cake. My life is simple. Every day follows almost the same pattern. I bake in the early morning. Then I open the shop and sell my goods. In the afternoon, I clean the shop and prepare for the next day. In the evenings, I go home. I live with my mother. She is a kind woman, but she has one main wish for me: marriage. She often tells me, "Mia, you are 20 years old. It is time to find a good husband. You need someone to care for you. A woman should not be alone." I listen to her words, but I do not meet many new people. Most of my time is spent in the bakery. Sometimes I feel a deep sense of loneliness. My life feels like a never-ending circle. Wake up, bake, sell, go home, sleep, and then wake up again to do it all over. I have a few good friends, but they are busy with their own lives. They have boyfriends or husbands. I wonder if my life will always be this way. Will I always be alone, baking bread every day? I want something new to happen, something to change my quiet and repetitive world. My mother often talks about my cousin, Derek. He is her sister's son. Derek and his family moved away from our town many years ago. I was a very young child then, so my memories of him are not very clear. I remember playing with him sometimes, but that was long ago. Now, my mother says he is coming back to live in our town again. He is 25 years old. I do not know much about the man he has become. I wonder if he has changed a lot since he was a boy. Will he even remember me? His return might bring some change. I hope it brings something different to my simple life. I am ready for something new. My quiet world might not be quiet anymore. 2. A familiar face. Derek walked into my bakery one quiet afternoon. The little bell above the door jingled softly. I was arranging fresh bread on a shelf. My hands held a warm loaf, ready to place it down. Then I looked up. My cousin stood there. He was much taller than I remembered. His hair was dark and his eyes were bright. He had a kind smile. He was no longer the small boy I knew many years ago. He was a man, now 25 years old. He looked very handsome. For a moment, I could not move. My hands almost dropped the bread. My heart began to beat very fast in my chest. I felt a strange warmth spread through me. It was a feeling I had never felt before, not for anyone. Derek smiled wider. "Mia," he said. His voice was deeper than I remembered. "You grew up so fast." I managed to smile back. "Derek, it's good to see you." My voice felt a little weak. He walked closer to the counter. "I heard you have the best bread in town," he said. I felt my face get a little warm. "Thank you," I replied. As he stood there, looking around my small bakery, I looked at him. He had changed so much. He was strong and confident. My mind kept repeating, "He is your cousin." But my heart did not listen. It felt a strong pull towards him. This feeling was new and powerful. It was not a feeling for family. It was something else. This surprised me greatly. I had always thought of Derek as just family, like a brother. We played together when we were children, building forts and running in the fields. But the person standing in front of me now was different. He was not just my cousin. He was a man who made my heart feel like it was dancing. I felt very confused. Why did I feel like this? It was wrong. He was my mother's sister's son. He was family. These feelings were not right. They were not allowed, but I could not stop them. My eyes kept going back to his face, to his smile. My life had always been simple. Every day was the same. I baked bread. I cleaned the shop. I went home. I never felt anything exciting. But now, with Derek standing in my bakery, everything felt different. The air felt lighter. The colors seemed brighter. My world, which was often lonely and quiet, suddenly felt full of unexpected feelings. I tried to push the thoughts away. I tried to focus on the bread in my hands, but it was hard. The image of Derek, so tall and handsome, stayed in my mind. The strange, new feeling in my heart did not go away. It only grew stronger. This was not how I expected to feel when my cousin came back to town. This was not how family was supposed to feel. I felt surprised and a little bit scared by the sudden, intense emotions that filled me. My quiet life had just become very complicated. 3. A growing feeling. Derek began to visit the bakery every day. This was new. Before, he came only sometimes. Now he came when the shop opened and sometimes stayed until it closed. He did not just buy bread or cakes. He stayed to talk. He often helped me. He carried heavy bags of flour from the back room. He helped me clean the counters. He did small things, but they felt big to me. He made me laugh too. He told funny stories about his new job in town. He asked me about my day and listened carefully. No one else listened like that. When Derek was in the bakery, the air felt different. It was warmer, brighter. My work felt easier. I did not feel lonely anymore. I felt happy. A big smile came to my face when I saw him walk through the door. My heart beat a little faster. It was a good feeling, a warm feeling. This feeling was new and it was powerful. It was not like the quiet loneliness I felt before. This was a busy, bright feeling, but it came with a shadow. I knew it was not a normal feeling for a cousin. It was different. It was a special feeling, a feeling for someone more than family. This thought made me nervous. But then I remembered. Derek was my cousin. This feeling was not right. It was a bad feeling to have for family. My mother always said family was important, but not in this way. People in our small town would talk. They would say bad things. I knew this in my mind. I tried to push the thoughts away. I tried to remember that he was my mother's sister's son. He was part of my family tree. But my heart did not listen to my mind. My heart just wanted to be near him. It wanted to feel happy when he was there. It wanted the warmth and the laughter. I tried to think about other things. I tried to focus only on my baking. I told myself, he is family. Stop this. Sometimes I tried to stay busy and not look at him. I tried to keep a distance, but it was hard. When his hand accidentally touched mine, even for 1 second, I felt a strange heat. It was like a small fire inside me. The more I tried to stop my feelings, the stronger they became. It was like a plant growing, and I could not stop it, even if I tried. Every day, the feeling for Derek grew a little more. It was a secret feeling, hidden deep inside my heart. I did not tell anyone. I could not tell anyone. It was a battle inside me. My head said, "No, this is wrong." My heart said, "Yes, this feels good." And my heart was winning. Every day, the battle got harder. Every day, the feeling for Derek became a little bit more real, a little bit more solid. It was like a secret flower blooming in a hidden garden, growing stronger with each visit, each smile, each shared laugh. Every evening after Derek left, the bakery felt empty again. The loneliness came back. I missed him. I counted the hours until he would come again the next day. This was a new life for me, a life with a secret feeling. A feeling that grew bigger and bigger day by day. I did not know what to do about it. It was like a new part of me, a part I could not control. 4. People talk. People in our small towns started to notice. It was a place where everyone knew everyone else. News traveled fast. My bakery was in the center. So many people saw Derek visiting me every day. They saw him helping me, laughing with me, and staying late when I closed the shop. They saw how happy I looked when he was near. I felt eyes watching me often. One day, my neighbor, Mrs. Gable, stopped me outside. "Mia," she said softly, "I see Derek leaving your shop late at night. Be careful. People talk." Her words felt like small stones. My face felt stiff. I nodded and quickly went inside. At home, my mother also started asking questions. She watched me more closely. When Derek was at the bakery, I often smiled. My mother noticed this. "Why do you smile so much when Derek is here, Mia?" she asked one evening. "You never smile like that for other people." Her voice was gentle. I knew what she meant. My cheeks got warm. I told her it was nothing, but her eyes did not believe me. She looked worried. The whispers began to grow louder. I heard small pieces of conversation when people walked past my bakery window. "They are too close," someone might say. "He is her cousin," another would add. The rumors spread quickly through the market, church, and main street. People looked at me differently. They looked at Derek differently too. Sometimes they pointed. I felt a deep shame. My face burned when I thought about what people were saying. It felt wrong, but I also felt angry. They did not know Derek. They did not know how kind he was to me. They did not know how he listened to my dreams or how he made me feel less lonely. They only saw the family connection and judged us. It was unfair. Derek noticed the looks too. One afternoon, he found me crying in the back of the bakery. "What is wrong, Mia?" he asked, his voice soft. I told him about the whispers, Mrs. Gable's warning, and my mother's questions. He held my hand tightly. "Ignore them, Mia," he said firmly. "I don't care what they say. Their words are not important. Our feelings are what matter." His words made me feel a little stronger, but the fear stayed inside me. It was a small town, and everyone talked. I knew their words could hurt my family and me deeply. I was scared of what would happen next. The happy feeling I had with Derek was now mixed with worry and a growing sense of dread. The pressure from the town grew stronger. I knew our secret could not stay hidden forever. The shame was a heavy blanket, even as my feelings for Derek grew stronger. I worried about the future. It was a difficult time, full of new feelings and old fears. 5. A secret is shared. The rain fell heavily one night. It was late, and the bakery was quiet. Mia was alone, cleaning the last tables. The sounds of the storm made her feel lonely. Sometimes the lights flickered, making shadows dance. She thought about Derek. He had not come that day, and she felt a small sadness. She missed his jokes and laughter. Suddenly, the bell above the door rang softly. Derek walked in, shaking rain from his dark hair. He looked tired, but his eyes were bright. Mia felt her heart beat faster, as it always did when he was near. A rush of warmth spread through her. He closed the door, and the rain outside grew louder. He walked slowly towards her, saying nothing. Mia felt a strange mix of fear and hope. Her hands felt cold. He stopped in front of her. He reached out and gently took her hand. His touch was warm and firm. Mia's breath caught. She looked at his face, at his serious eyes. He looked deeply into her eyes, then he spoke. His voice was soft but strong. "Mia," he said, "I cannot hide my feelings anymore. I love you." Mia's whole body felt a powerful shock. Her mind raced. She knew this was what she had secretly wanted to hear, but it was also what she had always feared. Her lips trembled as she tried to speak. "But we are family," she whispered, her voice barely a sound. "We are cousins. It is not allowed. People will talk. It is wrong. Everyone will know." The words came out quickly, full of worries. Derek did not let go of her hand. He squeezed it gently. "I do not care about the rules," he said, his voice firm and clear. "I do not care what people say or think. My heart chose you, Mia. Only you, that is all that matters to me." His words were like a warm blanket, covering her fear and making her feel brave. She felt a strong pull towards him. Then he leaned closer. His eyes held hers. Mia felt her eyelids close slowly. She felt his lips on hers. It was a soft kiss at first, then it grew stronger. It told her everything. It told her he was serious. It told her he wanted her. It felt right, despite many reasons it should feel wrong. When he pulled away, Mia opened her eyes slowly. The world seemed to have changed. It felt new. A deep warmth spread through her, mixed with a little fear. She knew her life was new. This feeling had to be a secret. It was a secret love, hidden from everyone. It was a forbidden love, but felt perfectly right in her heart. That night, under the flickering lights, their forbidden love truly began. 6. The family problem. One day, our secret became known. It was not a quiet discovery. Perhaps someone saw us together too often, or the town whispers grew too loud for our families to ignore. Suddenly, our private world was open for everyone to see. It felt like a bad dream, but it was real. My mother was the first to speak to me. Her face was full of sadness. She did not yell, but her voice was low and broken. "Mia," she said, "this brings great shame to our family. You cannot marry him. He is your cousin. This is not right." Her words felt like heavy stones in my heart. She cried, and I felt her pain deeply. I knew she was thinking about what people would say, how our family's name would be seen in the town. She was very sad and ashamed. Then, Derek's family also found out. They were not sad, they were very angry. They came to our house, their faces red. They pointed at me and called me bad names. "You are a bad woman," they shouted. They told Derek, "You must leave her. She is family. This is wrong." It was a very hard time. I felt like I was standing alone against many angry people. My body shook, and I wanted to hide from their anger. The whispers in the town did not stop. They became louder, like a storm. People stared at us in the streets. I felt like the whole world was against us. Every look, every quiet word made me feel more ashamed. It was hard to go to the bakery, hard to walk outside. I felt like an outsider in my own hometown, even though I had lived there my whole life. But Derek did not let go of my hand. He stood beside me. One day, when his family was shouting, he held my hand tightly. He looked at them with strong eyes. "I will never leave Mia," he said clearly. "My heart chose her. I do not care what you say." His voice was brave. His words gave me strength, a small light in the darkness. He protected me from the angry words. He showed everyone that he was serious about his feelings for me. Still, it was a very difficult time for everyone. My mother's sadness stayed with me. I saw the worry in her eyes every day. Derek also had problems with his family. They stopped talking to him, and they did not visit him. Our love was now a public problem, not just a secret feeling. We had to face many difficult talks and many sad moments. The family problem was big, and we did not know what would happen next. We only knew that we had each other, and that was something important. 7, a big choice. Mia made a very difficult choice. She left her home. Her heart felt heavy because she knew her mother was sad, but Mia also felt a new hope. She went to be with Derek. They found a small, quiet house on the edge of the town. It was far from the busy streets and the people who watched them. For the first time in many days, Mia felt safe. She was with the person she loved. They spent their days together. In the mornings, they baked bread. Derek learned quickly, and they laughed as they worked side by side. They made different kinds of bread and sweet cakes. The smell of fresh baking filled their small home. In the evenings, they sat by a small fire. They talked about their dreams and their hopes for a different life. They listened to music. They felt a deep peace. The world outside felt far away. They forgot the angry words and the sad faces. Here, in their small house, they were just Mia and Derek. They were happy. But this quiet life could not last forever. They knew they could not hide from the world always. They needed to make a plan. They needed to decide about their future. What would they do? Where would they go? These thoughts came to them often. They loved each other very much. But love alone could not make the world accept them. They knew they faced a big decision. One night, the moon was bright outside their window. Derek looked at Mia with serious eyes. He took her hand. "Mia," he said softly, "I want to spend my whole life with you. Will you marry me?" Mia's heart beat very fast. She felt a mix of strong feelings. She was so happy because Derek wanted to be with her forever. But she also felt scared. She knew that marriage would bring a very big scandal. People would talk even more. Her family would be even more upset. She thought about her mother's sad eyes. She thought about the whispers in the town. She knew it would be a very hard path. But then Mia looked at Derek. His eyes were full of love. His hand held hers tightly. Her love for him was stronger than any fear. It was stronger than any shame. She wanted to be his wife. She wanted to build a life with him, no matter how hard it would be. A tear rolled down her cheek, but it was a tear of hope. "Yes," she whispered. "Yes, I will marry you." 8. Our new life. The day of our wedding arrived. It was a very small event. Only a few people came to be with us. These were our true friends, the ones who understood our love. We did not have a big party or many guests. Many people in the town did not agree with our choice. They did not support us. But we did not care about their opinions. We cared about the love we shared. The small room where we married felt warm and full of hope. Derek looked at me with so much love in his eyes. I felt calm, even though this day was very important and a little scary. It was just us and our few dear friends. We stood together, ready to begin our new life as husband and wife. Just as we finished the simple ceremony, a person walked into the room. It was my mother. I did not expect her to come. My heart beat fast. She looked at me and then at Derek. Her eyes were still a little sad, but I also saw something new in them. She walked closer. My mother hugged me tightly. She whispered, "Mia, I do not understand everything. I still worry about what people say, but I can see you are truly happy. And if you are happy, then I will accept your choice." Tears came to my eyes. This was all I wanted to hear. Her words were like a soft rain after a long, dry time. Derek put his arm around me, and I felt so much relief. My mother's presence meant a lot to me. It showed that love could win, even over difficult family problems. After my mother spoke, Derek looked at me. He smiled a big, happy smile. He kissed me gently, right there in front of everyone. In that moment, I felt no fear at all. All the worries about what people might say, all the whispers, they just disappeared. I knew people might talk about us forever. They might call our love wrong because we are cousins, but their words did not matter to me anymore. What mattered was the truth in my heart. I loved Derek, and he loved me. That was the most important thing. Our love was real, and it was strong. It was enough for us. It was everything. Now, every morning, I wake up with Derek beside me. Our life is different from before. We work together at the bakery. He helps me bake the bread and cakes. He makes me laugh while we work. The smell of fresh bread fills our home and our shop. Every loaf we make feels sweeter because we make it with love. Our story is unusual, yes. Some people still find it strange, but for us, it is our true life. We chose this path, and we walk it together, hand in hand. I know in my heart that I made the right choice. Our new life is full of love and happiness, built on a foundation of true feeling.